Well, here we are again. It's another lovely Wednesday evening. I just got primed for talking over grannies, so I'm ready to go. How are you, Ben?
I'm okay. I am writing trivia questions for Friday.
Right away, my friend, right away. Jenny, how you be?
I'm okay. I'm answering trivia questions.
You can't see them. Don't play with me. You wish so you could get a jump on it. I don't know. I don't really care whether I win or not. I just have a great time hanging out with everybody on the Friday night trivia night on Student Dr. Ben's Twitch.
And
Anyways,
the theme this week, since Jonathan's gonna be visiting me, the theme for round 1 is Dungeons and Dragons. So, but Jonathan will not be able to play that round because they wrote some of the questions.
I forgot all about that. Huh. Look at that. I totally forgot.
I started my channel on 420 last year.
But 420 is on a Wednesday, isn't it? I think this year it's on a Wednesday.
So
Hey,
it's gonna
I'm
be on
live
your
on
show. This is gonna be on your show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it on a
Yeah.
Wednesday? Yeah, it is. Yeah, so it's going to be an open mic 420 night. We'll just like
Cool.
we'll just me and you will just invite like a bunch of stoners. And you can be like the one that keeps us straightened out. And I'll just let you have the stream and have fun and fuck with us.
I
We're
will
all high and stupid.
do something else that's not weird.
Speaking of high, hey, shoot Stags a link. See if he wants to come over. I forgot to send him
Oh
one.
yeah, I'll send one to
If you don't
Stags. I'll
mind.
send one to Mikey
Since
as
you're
well.
doing stuff already. Thank
Yeah, I'll
you.
send one to Mikey.
No, I sent Mikey one.
Oh, you sent Mikey one? Okay.
Yeah, I just forgot to send one to Stags.
Okay, I'll send one to Stags.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. So, how is everybody tonight? I appreciate you guys in the chat coming along. And we got Ollie and OA and a very stable milking stool. Not unstable, but a very stable milking stool.
Did OA
and
get a link?
Greyheart's in there somewhere.
Did OA get a link?
No.
I can send one to OA.
I don't even know where to find her right now. I need to be reconnected.
I have her on Twitter.
She might be in my Twitter, like all the way down at the bottom, because
I've got her right here. I'll send it because she's right here on my right next to Stags in my messages.
So. Oh, okay, thanks.
I'll send it.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know where she's at in mine. I need to go through and clean up all those old messages, people I don't talk to anymore. Get rid of them all. I can't even find the people I want to talk to. There's so many in there.
Her name is literally right here.
You're right, Ollie. I remember now. I was high, but now that you've said it, I do remember that we were talking about that. Yeah, we'll make a big deal out of it. I'll make a weed thumbnail and shit. I'll work on that. So I have it done beforehand. The theme needs to be unicycles and top hats?
Yeah, that's not going to be the theme, Stool. That will never be the theme.
We are not doing that, Sunshine. I'm not interested in...
I thought 420 was Hitler's birthday.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It's the National Weed Day where everybody gets high together. And you're supposed to smoke at 4:20 in the afternoon on 420. That is tradition, my friend. So what I'm going to do, since I'll still be at work... Oh, no, that's right. I won't be at work. I get off at 4 on Wednesdays. So I'm going to bring a bowl with me because I won't be home yet. And I'll smoke it going down the road coming home. It's perfect. It is also Hitler's birthday. Yeah, I thought she was right, Ollie, but we don't want to talk about Hitler. Fuck him. I'll come up with a fun theme. It'll be all right. Maybe I'll do a pot plant and take everybody's faces that are usually on Wednesday nights that come on and stick everybody's faces everywhere or something. I don't know. Try to find pictures of everybody looking high. Have everybody send me a picture of them looking high. That would be fun. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be fun. Anyways, so what's new with you, Jenny? What's going on? How's the meetings going and how you been feeling and all that shit? Because I haven't really got a chance to talk to you much.
Mostly same old, same old.
Okay.
I got to do something a little interesting today. There's some kind of police dog training going on in town here. In one of the big auxiliary buildings that the city owns, and there's cops from like Fargo, and from like Sioux Falls, and Des Moines, and all these like really big cities and stuff, and they're all here in little Houston, with their dogs and their cars and their badges and their guns and stuff. So it's like
Oh, how
really
much
exciting
fun.
here.
Wow. Sounds like a blast.
Actually, I did get to meet a couple of the dogs. They're pretty cool.
Oh, police dogs are great. When you're allowed to touch them, they don't usually let you do that. It's only on those special occasions and shit because they're supposed to be focused on work. But yeah, my parents used to breed German Shepherd police dogs. Like the breed that they had going, that's what they all were. The dog I grew up with ended up being the runt of the litter, and she only came up to like 70-ish, 65, 70 pounds. She was small.
Schutzhund.
Huh?
Schutzhund.
Okay, fuck you too. What's that mean?
Schutz,
No, I'm kidding.
Schutz is protection. Hund is dog. Protection
Oh,
dog.
yes.
Schutzhund.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So the father, I can't remember his full name because they all had like German names. But his nickname was Bernie, and he was the daddy. And then Quenna, which was Quenna von Krona, which was queen of the dogs. We called her Quenna. And she was and they were all like AKC, blah, blah, bloodline, blah, blah. I mean, my parents sold those puppies back in the 70s for like $300 to $500 because they had such good breeding in them. But anyway, so we ended up with the runt. And then shortly after that, there was a guy shooting a 22 into a creek right on the edge of our property, but he was by the road, and the dog went over and barked at him to stop, and he ignored it and he kept going, and she pulled at his pant leg and just barely nicked his skin. Just barely nicked his skin by accident, because she never would bite anybody, but she didn't like that gun going off that close to the house. So he came after us and got the sheriff involved, and my dad had to shoot the dog. Had to shoot AKC, like top prime fucking breed German Shepherd. But the dog we had growing up from that litter was amazing. She was amazing. She was the best dog.
Any of you see that video clip that's going around Twitter right now of looks like a husky in the Ukraine war, and it's being hooked up with its owner again. They apparently got separated and stuff.
Oh,
and it's just the film is on the dog, and the dog is like walking in forward, and you can see the dog kind of look like, what is that ahead? And he starts running faster, and then he really understands that it's my owner down there, and lets out full speed to the guy to go crazy when he gets to him, of course. I mean, it's just one of those big cry forever type videos. See,
yeah.
I can't even talk about it. Damn it.
Oh, yeah. I sometimes when I just want to cry and I'm on the verge of it and I just can't get to it, I'll turn on those Soldiers Coming Home or something like that with kids or animals. That's the best shit. Especially the animals. That really gets me. I don't know why, but I understand. It totally like wrenches at my heartstrings. What's better, Stool? Did you want a link? What were you just trying to get attention? I don't know what's going on. But like I said, the link is in the back it in bitch DM. So if you want to come on, Stool, it is there for you, sir. Because we love you and think you're hilarious. So come on if you want. Oh man, I'm just tired from Oz's stream last night.
Yeah.
I'm tired, bro. What time did you go to bed?
Like midnight.
Midnight. So 1 a.m. my time. Yeah. I was in bed about 15 minutes after I ate real quick and took my fucking meds. And I was like, I'm going to bed. I was exhausted. So I didn't go to sleep till almost 1. But yeah, I'm tired. I feel it.
Are we really doing a ask me anything?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to put the banner up. My bad. There we go. So yeah, this is an Ask Us Anything stream. So if you guys want to type in the chat, if you want to come in and talk, whatever you want to do, because everybody's so far in there, I would let in. I don't know if some asshole is going to show up later. Well, hell yeah, they are. We're trying to drive through as many cities as we can and see as many women's asses. That's the whole point of it.
Well, we got to take our big heavy loads and our long shiny throbbers.
I know, and drop those loads.
Taking D's nuts.
Tight places.
Yeah, D's nuts got to go tight places.
Yep, that's right. Oh yeah, brother. Boy, man, my back is still hurting me. Not as bad as it was 2 days ago, but Jesus, I'm over it. I think I slept curled up in a ball. That's what I think.
I hate that so much when you sleep in some position that your body revolts against the next day.
Oh, well, yeah, I woke up Sunday morning, Jenny. I had trouble crawling out of my loft bed. Like, it was hard for me to get down safely. I was in a lot of fucking pain. And I don't know. I just woke up and I was laying like I normally am. And my fucking back was killing me. And Heather said yesterday, she goes, yeah, my rotator cuff's bothering me. And I said, damn, really? I said, that sucks. I said, what'd you do? She's like, I don't know. I don't think I did anything weird to it. So later on, we're walking out and leaving at the same time. And, you know, we're bullshitting and everything like we always do. And I said, so do you think you did that? Like, was it like masturbation? And she was like, what? She goes, no, I don't think so. But why? Why'd you ask that? I said, well, because I masturbated and fell asleep. And I don't know, maybe I was in a weird position when I fell asleep from maybe my muscles were still tense or something. I don't know. She's laughing. She's like, you're fucking ridiculous. I said, I don't know if it's because I masturbated. Like, I don't know. Anyways,
well, I always thought there was a human response to masturbation of feeling sleepy after sex.
Oh, it knocks me out. It always has. It's how I know I should have been born a guy. Like, I'm out. A couple minutes later. Yep. Well, I'm guessing that none of you are ace, but I just want to share that it's Asexual Day. So
happy Asexual Day.
Happy Asexual Day to all my fellow asexuals. That word asexual is in there a lot. Yes, Greyheart. I actually caught that. You said something about that on Granny's stream. Granny's asexual and didn't even know. She was like, oh, I would have done something different. I didn't know. And I said, she said, I would have done an all asexual stream. And I said, do you want me to leave? Because that is totally not me. I like sex. And Kitty goes, yeah, I'm going to have to bounce too, Granny. It's pretty funny. So, yeah, anyways, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Come on, you guys don't have any random questions. It doesn't have to be about a certain topic. It is literally about any topic you want. It can be religion or geography or go ahead.
When you have waffles, do you have to fill every little square with syrup?
And butter. Fuck yeah, you do. You fucking better.
Well, I don't have to fill it because that's too much, but like drizzle it all over.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the waffles with the little holes or the waffles with the big holes? Because it matters.
It doesn't matter, really.
No, it does matter. If you fill up the ones with the big holes, it's too much syrup. But the ones with the little holes, you have to fill them all up. Otherwise, it'll be too dry.
That's still too much. Like I drizzle it over.
Oh no, I dump
It's
that
too much
shit on
sugar
there.
for me.
No, I love it. That's why I can't eat it.
Oh, when I was a
spikes
kid,
my blood sugar and I crash.
no, when I was a kid, I could do that, but now I can't. I can't put that.
No,
Actually, like
I can't.
most times, if it's a small waffle, I won't even put the syrup on it. I'd rather just eat it with butter. Like it's
I like
otherwise too
putting
sweet.
peanut butter and jelly on waffles.
That's good
Oh
too. Oh,
fuck yeah,
jelly on
pancakes
waffles
too.
is so good.
Pancakes too,
Yeah.
like leftover pancakes. I'll get extras or whatever. We order out from work, and I'll bring them home and I throw them in the air fryer, cover them in butter, throw them in there to get them hot, and they're all like, that perfect
Pancakes
crispiness.
freeze really well.
And then yes, they do. Actually, anything kind of bread, starchy stuff freezes as well. Pretty much everything does.
Oh, I guess I would freeze really well then. That's.
But then anyway, so I'll heat it up and I let it cool off just a little bit so it's not too hot. Put that freaking peanut butter on there and some honey or some jelly or something on the inside, bananas, whatever, and I just eat it like a warm sandwich, like slightly warm sandwich. It's just enough to get the peanut butter everywhere. Ox, if it's a hole, it's man's job to fill it. With finger, pecker, or food, we must fill the holes. Okay, Ben, but if you put just butter on it and not syrup, do you make sure you have butter everywhere on it?
Oh yeah, no, the butter has to be everywhere.
Okay, see, so your butter's my syrup. I get it.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, I just don't like that. I just don't like.
Ox, since you're a specialist, then how many holes does it take to fill Albert Hall?
Albert Hall. Who?
Never mind. It's a bad joke from way back.
Oh, okay.
Long time ago. Never,
like you totally had me lost.
It's a Beatles lyric.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not really up on the Beatles. I know they're like 3 most famous ones that everybody fucking loves, and the rest of it I'm not a Beatles person. I know everybody hates me, but I'm just not a Beatles person. I respect what they did, and I respect the entertainment they did and the groundbreaking they did and what they opened up the world to for music, but I don't want to hear their music. It does nothing for me.
Yeah, my dad plays pretty much exclusively. So it's like I've heard it way too much.
Yeah, I don't know. My mom wasn't into the Beatles either. Her sister.
You children. Gosh.
It's 4,000, you perp.
Oh, back. Your real body. Really bad.
My right shoulder is in huge pain. There's some cartilage damage going on up there. And my right one, I must have done something. It feels muscular, but it's in fucking pain all the time. Even if you don't use it. So that's why I think it's muscular.
Is that better?
That's a lot better. Yeah.
All right. Tell me if it does it again.
Okay. If I randomly mute you, it's because your mic's doing something.
That's cool. Perfect.
It's not you.
No, I won't take offense. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Hey,
thank you, Marie.
Ben, I'd like to check out the veracity of a statement with you.
Okay.
A guy on Twitter, he's from Minnesota. He was talking about having gotten knee replacement surgery. And it was very recently, and he was up walking the same day.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
I have
a lot
never
of them
heard
are. You'd be surprised what they do.
Knee surgery in a day.
Yeah, no, they do.
You're supposed to walk as soon as possible.
Yeah,
a day. They told when I was facing knee surgery, they said they wouldn't let me have it because I didn't have anybody here who could take care of me for a week. They said because you're immobile, you're in bed for a week.
Well, it might depend on what kind of surgery too.
No, but listen, they've changed how they've viewed surgery. It used to be that they would immobilize everybody, but that caused more complications because you lose functionality if you immobilize. So they're learning that mobility, and especially passive mobility, at first is the best. So I mean, depends on the surgeon for what they're gonna recommend. Like if you can tolerate it, sure, like yeah, they could probably walk. If you can't tolerate it, then passive mobility is fantastic. Yeah, there's for pretty much all surgeries, they're trying to get you moving as soon as.
Yeah,
Marie's asking why, Ben.
With my hips,
That's why.
I was up the same day, and walking the next day, and physical therapy the third day, and all that. But
it also reduces risk of blood clots to get you up moving.
That I did know that was that I thought was told that was the main reason, but
that's one of them. There's multiple.
Okay.
Yeah, all the reasons.
All the reasons. Lots
all
of
the reasons.
Well, okay, so here's a question I have. So if they're messing with your tendons though, like something comes loose and they're repairing it, then you have to stay off of it, right? And keep it immobile to keep that tendon where it's supposed to be until it starts healing. Is that correct?
Oh, not immobile, no.
Because I know a guy that tore his Achilles tendon. This hurts me every time I think about it. He was playing squash and he was in the gym and he got up against the wall and he hit the thing and he went to come forward and his shoe caught on the wall and he had his shoe on so tight that when he came forward with his 200 some odd pounds, it ripped his Achilles tendon off.
Well, like you shouldn't weight bear, but weight bearing and immobility are different. Like you're not going to be immobilized.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I meant you can't. You weight bear is what I meant. You're right. I said that incorrect.
But yeah, you're correct. Though.
Yeah, and I know he had like a brace on from his foot to his hip, and he really had trouble walking around with that shit. So he was not allowed to like move his foot or knee or anything because they were trying to keep it, keep it in one place, let it heal. So see, there's hope. One can sign in, get the pecker they like, have it attached, and be using it the next night. What a wonderful world this is. That is not accurate, sir. You need to let that shit heal up. No, Stool, we're not attaching peckers to knees or legs or any other part of the body. That's
no one wants your knee willy.
Nobody wants a knee. Nobody wants a knee willy. No, man. Like nobody. I should retract that because there's probably some person with some weird kink out there somewhere who would probably love to have a knee willy, but it might be a guy, just so you know, Stool. It does not necessarily mean it's going to be a female that's into that. Your knee willy is groovy. Okay. Uh-oh. Ha-ha. Hey, Stags, we were just talking. 2 weeks from now is going to be 420 on Wednesday. So you have to come on my open mic. We're going to have a 420 night. I'm going to invite all my stoner friends.
Okay.
And we'll all smoke together.
Hell
and then Ben's going to be the sober guy that's might be drinking.
I'll be the designated driver.
He's going to be the designated driver and take over the stream so I can get really high. Wow, Jenny, which one do I kick out?
I don't know, but kick them both out because I can't get rid of this double sound. And I'll go out and come back in again.
Oh, okay, because you sound fine to us, I think. Okay, well, there she goes. A penis on the weenus?
No.
What does that mean?
Why do we need an elbow willy now?
Because Stool was saying something about
I get
penises on
Stool.
knees because he thinks everybody wants a knee willy from him.
A knee willy?
Makes Santa's job more challenging. Stool would do that. If he could get a knee willy, he would be Santa every year at the mall. Here, come sit on my lap.
What does that mean? Oh, no. No.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Stags, are you?
It's fixed now.
Good. We can hear you perfectly.
And I sent you a link to that doggy video.
Oh, did you? Thanks. I'll check it out later.
Stags, are you going to be at trivia this week?
Sure. I guess. Yeah.
Round 1. The theme for round 1 this week is D&D.
Oh.
It's what?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Is it
cool.
edition specific or just in general?
Not edition specific, as long as I don't specify in the question. But Jonathan is not allowed to play that round because they wrote some of the questions, so some of the competition's out of the way.
I don't want to brag because I was bragging about the sea shanty one and then I lost hard. So I'm not going to say shit. I'm just going to show up and play.
Oh, God. And my fingers are tired today.
Why doesn't Tarzan have a beard?
Because he'd get caught in the vine.
How come?
I don't know. That's just a question.
He's mostly Native American.
Tarzan?
Yeah.
Tarzan. Why did Tarzan not have a beard? It's a damn fine question. He was basically a beast. His hair was long and scraggly. He was unkempt. Why didn't he have a beard?
Well, he didn't have body hair either. At least the Johnny Weissmuller version.
Well, any of them. Even the cartoons, he has no body hair or facial hair. So that's weird. Huh.
He's all waxed up.
Yeah, maybe Tarzan was an NB.
Maybe he was a Native American and he just doesn't grow body hair and facial hair. It's possible.
Jesus was an NB. People don't realize that. It says so. I think it's in the book of John. I think it says that.
Yeah.
Well, either that or I'm making it up. I can't tell.
What the hell is a doodah? Like a thingy?
Don't do it.
Or whatchamacallit? Is that what a doodah is?
Prostate.
Camptown ladies sing the song Doodah Doodah.
Camptown racetrack's 5 miles long.
Oh, I thought that was Big Dick. It was 5
all the doodah day.
Boy, I'm embarrassed.
What? I've never heard that version of the song.
Oh, well, I have an interesting family.
I bet. I did too. My family was full of a bunch of like sarcastic, punny geeks. Like everybody was just always, we were always doing plays on words and changing things around and shifting words in a common sentence that you use every day to make it sound like something absolutely totally different. But everybody would know what you were saying because they would like, decode it while you were saying it. And, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. So it was weird. I had a strange family. Mikey Famine wants to know, who's your favorite band? Ben.
Why do I have to go first?
Because I don't know what to say. Stags. What's your favorite band?
Favorite band? Listen, I've grown past having favorites of things. That's just silly. You're boxing yourself in. Like, what if I feel like Red Hot Chili Peppers today, and then tomorrow I feel like Bob Dylan?
Okay, I tell you what. Let's go back. Let's say
what I'm trying to say is that Pink Floyd is my favorite band.
Yes.
I was gonna say we can always say, "Hey, when I was younger and I only liked one band, I like this."
And wish you were here was their best album.
Pretty good one. Yeah, it is pretty good.
Especially in Shine On You Crazy Diamond 7. The one towards the end of the album where he gets on that blues guitar riff. It's just beautiful.
I'm gonna say Queen.
Not sure. Who?
I'm gonna say Queen.
Queen. Queen's a good answer.
Queen's gonna win.
Queen's a very good answer. Jenny, did you answer? I didn't hear you.
I'm right up there with Pink Floyd.
Nice.
Not exclusive, because I agree with that. There's too many bands that I like a lot. You know, I have very eclectic playlists and stuff. And it's just I don't. You know, there's some Benny Goodman that I can't live without, and there's some Taylor Swift I can't live without, and there's some Jimi Hendrix I can't live without. So
that's why I'm having trouble answering the question. Now there was a time in my life for several years. I was a hard rock person. I was angry at the world, and I would listen to hard rock because I could just get it out, you know. And I played drums at the time, and so my ex's favorite band to play himself was Metallica, and AC/DC, Ozzy, all that shit. So there for a while, definitely Metallica was my favorite band for several years. They're just, I don't know. I'm not big fans of their newer stuff, but their older stuff was fucking amazing. Anyway, so for back then, I would say them, but I don't listen to hard rock anymore because it actually makes me feel like more anxious and more angry. Don't know why. So I avoid it now for that reason. Like I won't hang out at my house and listen to it anymore. But my most recent favorite artist, and you guys are probably gonna laugh at me, but I love the smooth sounds and the bluesy kind of shit with it, is Hozier. He's my new favorite right now. I just love that I don't know, just makes me feel good. The music makes me feel good.
Who did you say?
So Hozier. Hozier, I believe, right? Or is it an S? It's either a Z or an S. I can't remember. I think it's an S.
I don't know.
Dr. Cross, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing there? I like me some tall women. No, I'm just playing around. I have to flirt with her. It's a rule now.
I'll allow it.
Disc golf rules. Well, there you go. That question was answered. Next question. Dr. Cross, you got a question for us? Make it either silly and simple or extremely thoughtful and complicated. We'll take either one. Anything. Oh, Stags, what's new, man? How you been?
Pretty good. Nothing's new, really.
Same shit. Same. Except I'm trying to get my job to let me work from home 4 days out of the week. So I wrote up a proposal and handed it in to the two owners, and we'll see how that goes. Because I don't want to be in that office, man. There's just too much shit. Too much shit. Yeah. It's so much negative, stressful shit in the air. Can't fucking stand it. What's something you would put in a time capsule? Oh. What is something you would put? That's a good question.
These Pokemon decks I have.
I have an answer. First thing that came to my head. I would get a phone that has a huge memory and download all kinds of shit from like my entire life, things that happened around me, wars, whatever. And I would save pictures and information on that phone and then stick a charger in with it and put it in there. That's the best way to have the most amount of information in such a small, or like a hard drive or something like that.
I would put in an alarm clock so you know when to get up.
Fire! Fire! I moved my mic and I'm not used to being there, and I about freaking Put a big cherry on the fucking floor. I'm sorry, Jenny. What did you say? I was totally distracted.
Nothing. I was just being a jerk.
Oh, well, I love that. It's like one of my favorite things about you.
What would I put in a time capsule?
Yeah,
it's so stereotypic, the kind of crap that you put in.
Well, that's why I was trying to think outside the box.
That's what I do. I'd put it in a box.
Gallon of gas.
How could I cheat? You came up with the question, Mikey.
You're cheating, Mikey. You asked 2 questions.
We'll do this one next, Junie. Hang on. We'll talk about that one next.
Time capsule.
What say you, Stags? Do you have anything? Did you say something? I forgot. God, I'm so ADD. I'm sorry.
Pokemon cards.
Oh, Pokemon cards. Thank you.
I think I'd like to put in a short, well, not a novel, a short essay, maybe more than just an essay, not a book, but whatever it takes to examine today's.
Whoa.
Yeah, your mic's stupid again.
That wasn't me.
No, it's back.
That basically expresses all the hatred that some of these, that the whole right wing has today. It's how it's just so focused and nasty and ignorant and just, it's just horrible. And I think the future generations need to know that, so that they don't let these people rise up and behave this way again. Although I don't know if we're going to survive this session.
It's still bad.
Now you're the call.
Heck, it's still bad. No, it's still really bad.
Why is it doing that? You should make it not do that, Beck. Have you tried having it not make that noise?
I kind of like it.
He thinks I'm funny. You could try a different noise.
Mikey, what would you put in a time capsule?
He said a stuffed Baby Yoda or something. You guys go so serious. Lol, a roll of TPNs. I think it's serious. This is Pokemon cards. I'm trying to go to the moon. I actually have 2 unopened Pokemon decks in my.
Oh, that would be
safe.
fun. That would be fun. Get some pea gravel and grind it up really fine and put it in a jar and label it as some of the regolith from the moon. Just a complete lie.
Yeah.
Fuck with them 100 years from now.
They probably figure it out.
Well, that's kind of the point, that they do, and then go, "Oh man, we got fooled."
Yeah.
Oh no.
A couple of instructional type drawings of Captain America throwing his shield.
With 2 or 3 golf discs, yeah. Disc golf discs.
I put in like some socks.
One model of Superman from the 70s where he's wearing his red underwear over his jumpsuit, and one from the 2000s where he's not wearing his undies on the top anymore.
Really? I didn't know they changed that.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why would they do that? It was like that was part of Superman. We can't show his genitalia to the children.
I want to see
We want them to see his underwear, but yet they sell Superman underwear. So, just saying. You guys carry on there. Stool, how you doing?
Oh no, Stool's here.
Stool's here, by the way, Ben.
Does that mean I need to make soup?
It means I'm about to like grab my food real quick here, and then give me a second. I'll be right back.
Is it soup though? Soup is acceptable.
It's General Tso's chicken with some egg rolls.
I'm just here to collect my prize.
What's your prize?
Well, you did a quiz, Jenny, and I got the answer correct. Marie, I'm going to have words with you. And I got the answer correct, and I want my prize.
Which quiz was this?
Well, the answer was 4,000, and nobody else got it, so I want my prize.
No, I'm keeping it.
That was.
Can I send you a muffin? Is that an acceptable prize?
Yes.
Okay, I will send you a muffin.
This is acceptable.
We'll talk afterwards and figure out how I can get you a muffin.
Mm-hmm. So, just for the record, Dr. Ben is going to show me his hooded muffin. Okay.
We'll show you my muffin.
Jeez. You two really are close, aren't you?
Oh, we have so many chats that are not on the stream.
That's not true. I've never met this person before.
I'm just trying to visualize you two on a Zoom chat, naked and dancing for each other.
Okay, well, we have not done that.
Okay.
Jenny, you are sick.
I am not.
You are sick puppy.
No, Stool actually, and he will deny this. He will deny all of it. But Stool does not act as weird when we're not around other people.
Well,
we're not live.
That's true. I have dealt with Stool on a 1-to-1 level, and he seems like a fairly reasonable human being.
Yeah, he just acts like a normal person. It's on a 1-to-1 basis.
Oh.
He's got that drooling problem, but
we also don't want to see your knee, Willie.
I'm not a. I need to answer Marie's question, but I don't know what to say.
I haven't seen Marie's question. I want to see Marie's question.
Is that the what type of muffin question? Because I see that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't post. That's right. This is B's stream. So read the question to me then, please.
It says what type of muffin? What type of muffin?
That's all it says. What type of muffin?
Yeah, that's the question. What type of muffin?
Woe is me.
Okay, what is your favorite type of muffin? That's the next question. Jenny, what is your favorite type of muffin?
I'm trying to decide. I like so many different muffins. I guess my favorite muffin is going to be the muffin where the top just has really spilled over the muffin cup, and it's nice and crispy and tasty.
Any particular flavor or
no? As long as the top is overflowed and nice and crusty and stuff, it doesn't matter what flavor it is.
Now I want a muffin. Stool, what is your favorite type of muffin?
I can't answer this question. Marie, if you want to do muffin chat, then Dr.
You
Ben
can
and
say sex muffin if you want.
Dr. Ben and I will invite you to one of our intelligent.
You can say sex muffin, but don't get more specific than that.
Why would I say sex muffin? You pervert.
You literally said.
Hi, Jeremy.
I like either blueberry muffin. It's a kind of a tie between blueberry muffins and chocolate chip muffins. Both really good.
I like blueberry muffins with peanut butter.
Beck, what is your favorite type of muffin?
I do love blueberry muffins, and I agree with Jenny. It's all about having that big muffin top piece that gets crispy around the edges and stuff, and you take it off, and it's nice and hot and moist, and it's. I know somebody's gonna clip that.
Well,
Fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
When I get one of those that's truly well done, properly done, I'll buy it and I'll take a little muffin paper off of it, and then I'll turn it upside down, and I'll eat it from the downside to the top side. And then if it's big enough, you can kind of hollow out that crust, and you can like keep it forever and use it as a frisbee.
Why would that stop you, Kyle? Come on, bro. We ain't scared.
Kyle, join us.
Join us, Kyle. Join us. That's going to make him run if he's tripping hard.
We have a seat in the upper balcony for you.
Join us. Join us. Sorry, guys. I'm starving. I haven't eaten shit all day. I
want a muffin.
Big of cottage cheese and a couple crackers, so I'm starving.
I love cottage cheese.
Me too. What do you put in yours, Ben?
I just like it plain.
So he was like, you should put a little salt in it. It brings out the flavor. Yeah, they're right. And somebody else was like, oh, I put pepper in mine. I'm like, okay, why not? And then I got kind of bored of that, and I was like, what spice can I use? So I have this Italian herb with garlic. It's got like shaved garlic and stuff in it. It's a grinder. I put some of that shit in there with salt and pepper. Oh, it's so good.
Also, ranch powder. Not too much though, because otherwise it's too strong. But just
I'm not a ranch person.
Okay. Like buffalo seasoning.
That I would try.
There you go. Not too much though, or it gets too salty.
Right. So just a little bit.
I understand that ranch dressing is starting to take Europe by storm.
I'm sorry.
Ranch
Ben's grinning. I'm wincing.
Good.
Honestly, I like homemade ranch. I don't like that Hidden Valley stuff. I can't. I just can't do it. It's gross.
Well, they invented ranch dressing, so it's their way or the highway.
That's not necessarily true. Some people make it the homemade stuff, like somebody makes it in a restaurant homemade. That shit I will tear up. It's so good.
That shit's so good.
But it's hard to find that. Most people don't make their own dressings and stuff. You have to find like a mom and pop restaurant. That's where you'll find the good ranch.
I think it's become popular because of that young English girl who has a TikTok channel and gets people from America to send her American food for her to taste and review on her channel. And she's just an adorable kid. She's so funny, and is just so into junk food. It's a riot. She's absolutely insane for ranch dressing, and has been experimenting, putting it on like anything you can imagine, like dipping pickles in it or dipping bananas in it or just anything you can think of.
That sounds disgusting. I would never do that in my entire life. I would never try to drink that shit. Here's a legit question though. Kyle said I might give me time to stop seeing leprechauns everywhere. Okay. Ben, how much validity is there to the don't eat a poppy seed muffin before a drug test trope?
I think it depends on the amount of poppy seeds you eat. Depending on the drug test. Because I think they've gotten better in recent years about that. But I'm not sure.
In the 70s, when all that kind of drug testing first started to show up, they did research and they said, yes, poppy seeds can do this. They said it has a lot to do with how fresh they are.
Yeah, I don't know how much, like, because I know drug tests have gotten a lot better since then, but I don't know if they've eliminated that like false positive, but I'm sure they've gotten better about it.
I mean, come on, they make fake pee that will pass a dip test.
And they sell it.
Yeah, I know. I've bought it before.
Oh no, really?
I mean, there's a lot of money being spent on,
and I passed both of them.
There's a lot of money being spent on developing good drug tests. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've made a lot of improvements since just because they put so much money into it. Especially
they have those little machines now. You put them in there and it okay, here's your result.
I absolutely
they put so much money into it.
I absolutely hate doing pee samples.
As I mean, you have money being thrown in.
I got a shy bladder.
You got money being thrown into this from two sides, because you got the law enforcement side that's spending money on it, and you have athletic committees spending a whole lot of money on it. So it's two organizations with a fuck ton of money to spend. Putting money into something.
Right.
I got to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Do it.
Okay.
Still, tell me what's going on.
I love that mug, by the way. That is a beautiful mug.
Do you want to touch it?
Show it close.
I just want a cream egg.
Hold on, I'll blow.
So good.
Hold on, I'll blow them up.
Oh, a real life Cadbury cup, huh?
Cadbury cream egg.
I want a Cadbury cream egg. Those are so good. It's
really not that big of a deal, but it seems to tickle Dr. Ben's.
I like chocolate. I like real chocolate.
They go on. They all go on sale here after Sunday.
Oh, is Easter this Sunday? I don't know. I don't celebrate.
I believe so.
Okay. I know I had some friends get some poppy seeds and try to heat them up or whatever, cook them or whatever you're supposed to do and eat them. And I was like, dude, did you get buzzed? And they were like, nah, man, my stomach doesn't feel good though. Well, there you go.
What about
oh my God.
OSHA what?
Oh, what about OSHA? Are they investing in that too? I don't know.
Well, I imagine they are, because they have to investigate, industrial accidents, that result in death. Or if they get a complaint by a lot of employees about one company, they have to check into this shit. That's why.
Yeah, that's why OSHA. That's where OSHA came from. Because by God, man, people are doing some dumb shit and killing themselves.
So the 17th is Friday. The Friday before that would be Dead Jesus Day. Okay. And then Sunday would be Rock and Roll Day.
So this coming Friday is Dead Jesus Day.
Yeah.
In 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay. You mean the Friday right before or a week before?
No, I thought it was right before.
Oh, then that would be the 15th. That would be next Friday.
Oh.
Jerry's like, I don't know.
Well, I
must have a doctor's appointment. I don't keep track.
I don't do the church thing, so
I'm horrible about that. I don't know either. I can tell you random Catholic shit because that's how I grew up, but
I just don't understand why Easter is on a different day every year. I know it has something to do with the moon and different observations.
Easter Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. It's always on a Sunday. And it's always the third Sunday of April. I believe.
No, it's not. No, Easter comes through in March sometimes. And even later
in the UK, yeah, but not here.
No, here.
What are you talking about? Easter's always in April.
It isn't. Jenny's correct.
Okay. Maybe I don't know because I don't celebrate it. It's possible.
Jenny's correct. I can't remember the rule, but that is very true.
It's something like X number of days after the last sunset before Joseph had diarrhea on the Thursday of the second week or something like that. Just some religious thing.
So Junie said, yeah, we've had a Easter in March, like maybe 10 years ago.
No, and sure,
I didn't care about church then either. So
it's rock and roll day. Because they rolled away the rock, and found the guy hanging in there getting pissed because somebody rolled the rock in front of him, wasn't able to get out on his own. Because wouldn't it make sense that if he was really Jesus and all that kind of stuff, that if he woke up and found himself in a tomb, he could just say, these are just walls, I can walk through those.
That's what I always said about shit like that, honestly. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, he's Jesus. Why is he stuck behind a rock? Bullshit. And then the Christians will say stuff like, well, it was meant to happen that way, so he waited. That's what he was supposed to do. They always say shit like that. Oh, because he was sacrificing himself for us. I'm like, how did he die? He's Jesus. You can't fucking kill Jesus, right? That's how they make it sound. Oh, it was on purpose. He gave his life for us. Whatever, shut up.
Well, so supposedly, Jesus is actually a living, breathing human being, not a spirit thing.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So yeah, of course it can die. It and be, it.
Hi, Pixie. Pixie said it is the first Sunday following the first full moon after the equinox. Thank you, Onjur. Always very helpful. Fun fact, stone covers for tombs were not made round until later. Oh. Interesting. So how'd they roll that bitch away, right? Of course, I wonder how much of I feel like the entire Bible is metaphors.
Did they even did somebody actually invent levers by then?
Yeah.
You say metaphor, I say bullshit.
I think it's full of fucking metaphors, and it's not meant. What they're saying is not what they're fucking saying. It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Well, unless it's about gay people, then it's absolutely true, and we have to go kill them.
Jenny.
Oh yeah, excuse me, I'm overacting here.
Mage said when the scriptures were first written, they used round stone coverings, but when Jesus supposedly died, they were not used. Good to know. I didn't know that. I did not know that. What do you think, Stool? You know you're muted, right? I looked down and looked back up and saw your lips moving.
Oh, I'm such a penis.
There you go.
Well, you said it.
Yeah, he did.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I can't remember the rules about Easter because I don't give a shit. All I know is that in this country, we start seeing the eggs about a month beforehand.
And how did the Easter Bunny come to be, and eggs and that whole thing? And what, where did the candy come from? I didn't see a candy mentioned in the Bible.
In the Bible.
I want to show Stool something.
Do it.
I want to show the whole audience something. But this is a throwback to something that
No, don't be showing people your muffin. Not in public.
I wanted to show you my potatoes. Well, it's hard to see them because my green screen. Hold on. Let me turn my green screen off. I'll show you my potatoes.
He's got his own potatoes.
I have my potatoes.
Those are perfect. Those are perfect potatoes.
Oh, those are those tiny British potatoes.
When Dr. Ben, you're going to get so much trouble now because experience has taught me not to get your potatoes out when Marie is inside chat because.
Stool, aren't you the one that has shown your potatoes on stream? Haven't you streamed a potato for like 8 hours?
Well, there is a rumor, but I think Purple is just making things up to make me look silly because I have no recollection of ever streaming a potato.
Stool, no one else needs to make you look silly.
Stool, MI5 was over and interviewed me a couple months back about you and your potatoes.
Did you squeal?
Well, of course. They're scary.
You guys are ridiculous.
I'm just going to sit here with these girls and my potatoes.
Nice. Hey, Ben, can you move? No, I'm kidding. Every time he brings that up, I ask him to move. It's like an old joke.
I got my potatoes already.
Man, I've missed my girls. Thanks for bringing them on.
I forgot I had that background.
I like that dark hair. Oh, yeah. I like dark hair, and I cannot lie. And in case anybody wants to know, ass and tits. I don't know why people try to make you choose. Are you an ass man or a tits man? I'm both. I love all of it.
Obviously, vajankles.
I mean, yeah. No.
Vajankle.
No.
It's all earlobes to me.
It's true. Jur and HH are correct. Yep. For fertility holiday.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, yes. That it is correct. I lost my toothpicks. I got chicken stuck in my teeth. This is really depressing right now. I think I have some. I'll be right back.
I love the Wiggles.
You got the Wiggles?
I love the Wiggles.
That should be. You know what? The Wiggles are actually my favorite band.
What are the Wiggles?
It's a children's band.
Really?
They sing songs for children. Yeah.
This is a children's song in England, and they're worried about parents taking care of their trans kids? Jeez.
No, the Wiggles are Australian.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
The original Wiggles are Australian, but each country has their own Wiggles. So there are American Wiggles and Japanese Wiggles.
I've never heard of
British
American
I don't know.
Wiggles.
When my brothers watched the Wiggles, they were the Australian ones.
They're the genuine ones, yeah, but there are Wiggle franchises, apparently. So each country has its own unique Wiggles. I learned this the other day, and I can't remember why the fuck I was researching the Wiggles, but that's a true thing.
Are the Teletubbies still a thing?
Oh gosh, no, they would not be allowed these days. Not on British television.
Yeah, they do have all the different Wiggles. You know what I want? I want a Wiggles shirt so I can be one of the Wiggles. One of the original Wiggles.
Yeah, the potato salad song is a classic.
It's a fruit salad song.
Fruit salad, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah, because Anthony Wiggle was the best one. He was my favorite. A chef. He was the chef.
You know way too much about this. I think you're strange.
Way too much. Well, no, because the Wiggles first started when my little brothers were of the age to watch it all the time. because there's an age difference between me and my younger siblings. So, like, I've watched so much.
In honor of Stool being here, who's Britain's #1 milker, I'm going to have some yogurt.
#1
Not milker, milk carrier. He hauls the milk. He does not create the milk. He doesn't do the milking.
He's got
he
a
just
stool.
Carries it around. He makes lots of money off of milk. That comes from teats.
Breast.
No, they're actually
strawberry banana yogurt.
Ooh.
Don't argue with me on that one, Stu. I grew up in the country. I've milked cows. it's kind of boring, actually, after you do about the 5th or 20th or 500th time. Kind of like that.
Oh, talking of breast and milk, Kitty wants to join.
Stool, am I hearing that you would like me to bring Kitty on so you can look at boobs?
Did I never said that. Don't
yes, you did.
We could hear your thoughts from here.
Motherfucker. Don't even try it. I know you too well.
We could hear your thoughts across the ocean.
Oh, I could hear the boobs slapping together in your brain. Yes, it was like that. I got you on that one. Sorry. Trying to do links and shit. Where the hell are you, Kitty?
Did you know that yogurt is really liquefied cottage cheese with flavoring in it?
Oh, thanks, Kitty. I just search people. I have too many DMs going on, too many messages. So I just start typing their name in. There you go. Come on over. Yeah, there's speaking of dog videos, since I just saw that on my Twitter by accident, I got distracted because I have ADHD and I'm back now. There's one of a female soldier coming home and she's walking up the walk and her husband opens the door and lets the dog out and the dog just jumped on her like sideways, like catch me, mom, and knocked her over on her butt and she was laughing around. It was like a full-size German Shepherd. And he jumped in the air and just like
Can you play that video?
Mom! Huh?
Can you play that video for us?
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get Twitter up without ruining me being on
Good
the
evening,
stream.
Kitty.
Hello, lovelies.
Hello. Where is it?
I mean,
There
I
it
couldn't
is.
let Jenny be in here with, the sausage fest going on. We got to get a little more estrogen pumped into the stream.
Thank you very much.
Okay, hold on.
I got your back, sis.
Okay. Let me share this. It's a little blurry, but not bad. Okay, here we go. I don't know. Hopefully you can hear it.
It started way too late.
It was just the dog running.
Yeah, well, that's what was so interesting about it is how the dog increased its speed as it recognized the owner. It's what makes it a tearjerker.
Aww.
So cute.
It is a husky. Huskies will whine like that. That's adorable.
I love the nails on the pavement.
I'm jealous of Junie because she has the type of dog that I want, that I've always wanted my whole damn life. She is
You've
a
never
Shiba
milked
Inu.
a cow, Mage? It's interesting. Oh yeah, Tubian. Thank you for noticing, sir. So yes. I actually have a lot of hair up here too. It just looks like a dirty dirt smudge on my because it's not. It's like a bunch of little tiny hairs and it won't grow very long. But yeah, thank you for that. Very affirming of you. Affirmation is great.
Oh yeah, you do need a shave.
He ain't shaving.
Oh no, I'm not shaving.
He's growing that in.
I shaved the sides. I'm letting my sideburns
Well,
grow
the thing
in.
though, it's not going to grow in as full terminal hair yet. It's still transitioning.
I know.
So it might be better to shave it as you go because it's still not fully transitioned to terminal hair.
I know. I'm thinking I'm going to have to. Here, it's starting to come in more like beard hair. It's still pretty soft though. It hasn't got coarse shit.
It takes
this
a
is
good
coming in
like,
fine, but I know I'm gonna have to shave it again. I don't want to.
It takes a
so
good
hard.
like between 2 and 4 years to get like the full.
Oh, I know. Yeah, full. Yeah,
hair.
The full buck angel.
I just think if it's gonna keep growing in light like this, and I'll just fucking dye it. Fuck it. I mean, it's just ridiculous to have all this hair on my lip that looks like a shadow, but it's just so blonde. Nobody can really see it.
Yeah, it takes a while. Like facial hair is one of the last things to change.
Yes, I agree, Mage. Huskies are not great in Florida. I think that's what you were saying. Yeah, he looks like Gru from this. Yeah, a chubby version of Gru, doesn't he? He really did. You're right. A Czechoslovakian wolf dog. Huh. No idea what that is. No, we should look it up.
So if this is an AMA or AUA, if anybody has any questions for me, I'll answer.
Except for you, Stool. You can't ask anything.
Fuck off.
Stool is allowed to ask.
I have a question for Stool. Do you want to see my potatoes again?
I've seen them once, and I feel that twice would be a little greedy.
I have a whole bag of them. I have a whole bag of these potatoes.
There you go. Those are Czechoslovakian wolf dogs. They're beautiful.
So
it's like a wolf mixed with a German Shepherd mixed with a coyote, maybe?
I don't think they have coyotes in there.
They are beautiful. Well, I tell you what, you guys wouldn't think so, but the coyotes can get really big here. It's crazy. It is crazy. Okay, that's all I got. They aren't wolves, but they look like wolves and have the personality of a German Shepherd. Oh, I'm totally cool with that, Pixie. I love German Shepherds. We were talking about that earlier, I think, before you came in.
Hey, B, pull up Shiba Inu, and you can look at the type of dog I want.
Who?
Here, I'll type it in the
canine fox.
What's the process of changing your name? I can tell you what I just had to do, Junie. But this is specific because it's different in every area, different states or different cities or whatever.
To quote Legal, it depends.
Huh?
I said to quote Legal Eagle, it depends.
Yes, it does depend. Everything depends on something. You have to be very detailed when it comes to law and stuff. So anyways, what I had to do was I printed the forms off online. I printed them at work and I filled them out and I took them down to the clerk of the court's office and gave them my ID and they and blah, blah, blah and $132. And I did that and then they got a hold of me and let me know they were supposed to get a hold of me and let me know they were ready to be picked up, but they just mailed them to me. So I opened it up and I was like, it's approved. So then I had to go down to the, well, it's not done yet though. That's just the city and the state as a whole. The government recognizes it. So then I had to go down to the newspaper and, I'm sorry, it wasn't the exact approval. It was telling me to come to court to get it done. Anyways, so I went down to the newspaper, put it in the newspaper for 2 weeks, $119.32. So I did that for 2 weeks. When it was done, the lady gave me an affidavit stating that we did it, blah, 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 blah. Had to take that to court with me. So then I think it was 4 or 5 days after that, I walked into court and they were like, oh, we were doing video court. And I said, oh, should I leave? And she's like, no, come on in. I'm like, okay. So I walk into this courtroom and I've only been in one in my life and I was not the center of attention. So it did not affect me. I walk in, there's nobody in there. There's nobody in there but the judge and me and the
clerk.
Thank you. And the lady that was like his assistant person. But there was no like officer in there, nothing. It was just empty. And she was like, sit down there. And I was like, yes, ma'am. I could have done this over a video. This would have been way easier than this. But anyways, so we talked for like 8 minutes. He asked me a bunch of questions, maybe 10 minutes at the most. Like, are you dodging debt? And I was like, no. I mean, I have debt of like, outstanding of like $400 or something. No, I'm not dodging debt. And so we talked for a minute, blah, 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 blah. He said, anybody object? And because there was everybody else was on Google Meets looking at him, right? and me. And so he was like, anybody object? Okay. I am going to rule in favor of this. So you're good. He said, you're good, Mr. Madsen, and good luck to you. And I said, thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. I said, good luck to you as well. And he's like, I appreciate that. He was a really nice guy. Just totally chilled. I mean, he was definitely about his job, but he didn't have that demeanor of, I'm going to be an asshole because I have the power and I'm up here with this robot. But he was a really cool guy. So then I had to run down to the DMV and I had to go change it. I had to get 2 different documents with my new name and my address, proof of residency shit for the DMV. So I went to my bank, did it there, called my insurance company, did it there, took those 2 documents with me, went down to the DMV, got my license changed. And then I have a grace period and I can't have my CDL right now because I don't have a social security card with my name on it yet. So they're holding my CDL captive while I'm waiting on the Social Security Administration to figure out what the fuck they're doing with my shit, which I'm going down there tomorrow. Anyway, so I had to change it there, go to the DMV, deal with that. That was like a fucking hour-long thing to talk about that and figure out what the next step was going to be and blah, blah, blah. Because most people they have for name changes don't have CDLs and it changes the whole fucking rules. So, yeah, so now, so I'm still trying to get a hold of my insurance company for my health insurance. I'm having a fit with them, so I'm going down after work tomorrow to take care of that. And I gotta mess with the Social Security people. But once I get those 2 done, the rest is downhill. It's easy. It's just little shit like, fuck, I don't know. Name something. PayPal. Like I have to do all
Junie,
that shit.
So
what you want to do is you want to get a hold of an online group, Transgender Law Center.
Yes.
I believe is their name. And they will have listings for each state as to what are the requirements for getting your name changed. And I don't know if it's them or somebody else, but there's financial aid available to people who really need it. Where they try to help defray the costs of name change and all the court fees and all that junk.
Yeah, the process is different in every state. So Beck mentioned what it is in his state, but it's different in every state. So my experience was different because Colorado has a lot of attorneys who work in favor of trans people, and they've changed the laws to where if you're trans, you don't have a hearing and you don't need to publish, which every state should be like that because publishing will out you to people when you don't necessarily want to be outed. And then, so here.
Although, go ahead.
Oh, what were we gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I did realize later that all it said in the paper was name change, and when I went to court, then he asked me why I was going to change my name.
Well, no,
So
but it still would out you. It would still would out you.
Well, maybe not. People change their names all the time here.
No, but the thing is, if your parents happen to see that your name changed in the paper, that would out you.
Oh yeah, you're talking about family. Well, no, that changes.
I'm saying in general, it can be dangerous to have to publish. So it should.
Yeah, no, that was my point. Is I don't know if there's ever places where they have to statewide. They could have the right to make you do that. And in that case, that is very fucking dangerous because it has your goddamn address right on it. It has to.
No, but it
can be very dangerous.
But my state's better where you don't have to publish and you don't have to do a hearing. But also my experience is different in that I got my name changed during COVID. So it was a fucking shit show. And none of the courts were even in session anyway. So I had to, in Colorado, it's about $300 to $400 because you have to, and that's if you file within the county and not with the state, because the state's more expensive. Because, well, either way, you have to get fingerprint cards and you got to get background checks. And you have to get you have to get the state background check and you have to get the federal background check. And then the fees for the court are cheaper for county. It's like $100, like on top of the background check fees for county. It's like another $200 to $300 for state. And then what had happened, Colorado will not change your driver's license unless your social security card is already changed. So you have to get your social security card changed, but those offices were not open during COVID. So they made you mail in your documents, which they required your driver's license to be mailed to them. So you wouldn't have one on you to mail to them. And they're like, we'll send it back to you in like 3 to 4 weeks at best. So it's basically with COVID, and they didn't give a shit. And the Social Security office was also really shitty about the reasons why they absolutely didn't give a shit. And I'm still working on trying to change things over because also I'm having a mess of a time trying to change my vehicle registration from Colorado. So they were really good about some things, but really shitty about others because I'm out of state right now. So if you're out of state from the place that you are a resident, it's going to be a hellhole for you to try to change everything. So just a fair warning. Like, you're muted.
Forgot I muted because I was coughing. I was trying not to interrupt you. Do you ever see yourself like in the near future? Because I know you're going to be somewhere with the Army, and then you're probably going to end up out east for residency shit and all that. But do you see yourself living in Colorado anytime soon?
No, but it's like, I mean, there's no possible way I could end up in Colorado.
To Arizona and just do it.
Like I could, that's a whole other process to get, because there are multiple reasons why I didn't switch it over. Because number one, I wanted to change my name in Colorado because otherwise I would have to follow Arizona rules to get my name changed. Also, I'm not an Arizona resident. I'd have to establish residency in the state, which when you're a student or you're military, you're not required to. But also this means that I have to travel back anytime I want to change things on like my documents. And it's just bullshit.
Yeah, that
but
sucks.
Like military, I'm going to have to not like, unless I want to change my state residency every time I move, which sounds really impractical, I'm just going to have to deal with it. But once everything gets switched over, it shouldn't be a problem. It's just getting all the names. And don't even get me started on changing your name in the military. That's another.
Oh, I wouldn't want to, man. I wouldn't.
I've been working on that for a while, and it's a shithole of a process.
I know.
So,
I know how the Army is. There's way too much paperwork.
And nobody knows how to do it. Like none of them know what they're supposed to do, they just tell you
do it anyways because they don't fucking care because they're in charge and they're power tripping.
Yeah, they all tell you to go to a different department to get it done, and none of them know what department's supposed to do it. So
yeah, because nobody knows what they're doing. Then they're just lost. Yeah,
it's garbage.
Fucking love it. Fucking love it. Damn, I got one long ass hair right there. Shoo. Trim that sucker. Anyways, yeah, no, it can be a mess, and depending on where you live, it can be easy. Some parts of it, like I had to jump through quite a few hoops, but it was so fast. I mean, that whole thing from the minute I went down to the clerk of the court and I brought my paperwork all filled out, and it was the wrong paperwork. So she let me just step to the side and fill it all out. She gave me a pen and everything. I was like, thank you. I suck. I did it for the second district instead of the first district by accident, but I just don't know that shit because I'm new here. I don't know where the districts are and shit yet. But anyway, so, but from the start of it to getting my license was, I think a month, and I'm not bitching about that. I come from the world of when I was younger, everything took forever and you had to go and like bring paperwork and stand in line for hours and there was nothing online and you didn't call in, everything had to be in person. And so it's still faster than that. So. Oh, so anyways, I was going to piggyback off something you were talking about Social Security and stuff. Guess what they just decided to do after 2 years? Tomorrow, the Social Security office opens back up. So guess where I'm going directly after work?
Air.
From the time I get off work and I can actually leave earlier from work if I want. I can just leave. Nobody's going to fucking care. And if I go down there, I can have 2 hours of time before they close. So if I have to stand in line for an hour, I'll stand in line for a fucking hour. I'm getting it done. I don't give a shit. They sent me everything back that I gave them. They told me to drop all the documents off. I dropped them all off. And then they sent them back to me. And my ID and something else I had a copy of it said copy. No instructions, no rejection, no, we processed it. Nothing. They just gave me my documents back. I don't know what that means. And I sat on hold so many times today because once you sit on hold for 20 minutes, it goes, we are too busy. Call back later. Goodbye. And it just hangs up on you after 18 to 19 minutes. Then you got to call back, get through the switchboard again, get back in line. So I said, fuck it. I'm just going down there. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, Mage. Not at all. What time is it? I feel it. God, 8:30. It feels like it's 10:30.
It's 10:30 here.
I'm fucking tired, bro. I swear it feels like I've been streaming for like 4 hours.
It's weird right now because there are some states that are actually making it easier to change your name and documents and things like that. At the same time, there are states that have decided, well, why don't we make this illegal? So those trans people can't change their documents.
Yeah.
Because you were on with Gigi for an hour and then an hour and a half. So like 2.5, almost 3 hours,
Yeah, 2.5 hours, yeah. A little less, but not much.
I was exaggerating a little.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, no, I just ended up staying up so late because we were on with Oz last night. We didn't start till 8 o'clock. And then we ended up going over and hanging out, doing another hangout because Amy Newman was like 44 or something like that from hitting 1,000. And Oz goes, well, you know what that means, Tang Gang. We're doing an after party thing here, stream, and we're going to do a sub stream and get Amy to do 1,000. And so we went into that and we were all talking and everything. And the next thing I know, it had been like another hour and a half went by. And I was like, and he kicked us to the bottom. He was about to end it. And he kicked us to the basement just to congratulate Amy. We got her like 13 or 15 or 16 or something like that, over 1,000. So yeah, we all hooked her up. And he kicked us to the basement. I just put in the private chat. I was like, dude, I'm done. I'm going to bed. Then I got to sleep. It's like 1 o'clock. So
it was cool seeing you guys on Tang.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Been so many streams this past week. Like, it's been great. But I was like, that's a lot of streams.
I need to give Seculoid my Adderall.
Yes.
Seculoid is totally ADHD.
Oh, I think they know.
Distracted, hyperfocus. I'm like, yep, you're ADHD. The kitty's nodding. She knows.
Microdose shrooms. That'll work too.
Yeah, you know what? I met some artists here that do that, Kyle.
Oh yeah.
This one guy, he takes trash metal like cans and stuff, and he cuts them with a torch, oxyacetylene torch, and he cuts them and he makes them into like decorations and wall sconces and candle holders and planters and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, man, I just microdose shrooms all day. And that's how he said it. And it just comes, he said the designs just come out of me. And I said,
I don't know about working with
while you're microdosing. He goes, fuck yeah, I do. And I said, dude, you're a beast. And I fist bumped him. He goes, thanks, man.
All right, dude, that was a little triggering. Like,
coolest Spanish dude ever. What?
I have a scar here on my arm, and it is a little round scar. No, you won't be able to see it because my skin's too fucking white and reflective.
Yeah, because you are pale as your scar. Yes.
Yes. But I have a scar there because when I was in high school, in my buddy's garage, we were drinking, and I had my drink in this hand like this, a cigarette in this hand. They were cutting cans with a torch and trying to huff them out and do inside as it vaporized because, stupid high school kids.
Right.
He was holding tongs that had no thermal protection on them. So eventually they got hot.
Oh no.
And he dropped them, and a piece of molten metal fucking hit me and burned into my arm.
And it will stick to your skin too, by the way.
I had to pull it out of my arm because it burned down in there. And
it'll literally melt your skin.
Yeah, I still have a round scar on my arm from that. So I was a little triggered, like bad memories.
That's terrible.
Look, you know what I did and how I know that your skin will melt like that? So we had a wood stove growing up, and I don't, most of them have that old fashioned like metal handle with the steel wrapped around it so it can't burn you. Well, this didn't have that. It had on the outside, and then there was a door on the inside for the main chamber, and it had a T-shaped handle with a square hole on the end, and it had a square nut on the door, and you just, pull it open. So I walked out one night, and I felt like the house was really hot. And I was like, it's wintertime. We're usually kind of chilly, So I walked out there, and the pipe was like bright red glowing, which means, hey, your house is about to catch on fire. That's what that means. And it needed more oxygen. So I just knew, okay, I need to open this fucking door, right? I grabbed it with my hand like this, turned it, pulled it open, and let go. And then my hand was stuck together like this. And I didn't want to pull my skin apart. It hurt too much. So I sat like that for a day. And then the next day, after I had like ice on my hand wrapped constantly and I couldn't sleep because of the pain, I cut that little piece of skin with a fucking X-Acto knife and then wrapped my hands in bandages and aloe vera and fucking was in pain for a good week or so. Don't ever do that. Don't grab a red hot wood stove. Don't do that.
I once tried to make caramel, and I totally forgot that it was molten fucking sugar, and I went to touch it, to like lick it, and it's like 400-degree caramel on my fingertip. Freaked out.
It sticks to you.
It sticks to you. Yeah.
Yeah. When your skin gets hot like that, it'll stick to shit. That's what happened to me. I have a scar on my leg. It's about this big and shaped just about like that. And it's from when I first bought a motorcycle. My first motorcycle. Well, I've only ever owned one. But when I first bought my motorcycle and I was getting it up on the ramp and I needed to take it to get a new tire on it. And because I was a new rider, I didn't feel comfortable taking it. It was like an hour-and-a-half drive up some crazy roads and shit and mountains. And I was like, okay, I'm not ready for this yet. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to drive it home with a bad tire and I'm unskilled. So I was taking and putting it up on a trailer behind my girlfriend's SUV. And I went to kick the kickstand and I leaned it over and I put the muffler right on my fucking leg. I had shorts on. And it was like, and I was like, oh, and I jerked the bike back, which was fine. I already had the kickstand out, but I jerked the bike back and my skin was stuck to the fucking tailpipe. So don't do that. I could give you guys like so many life lessons of things you shouldn't do because I've already tried them. So don't do that. Sad but true. Oh, you know what? Fine. Just leave. Just leave. We want you here anyway. What are you doing, Ben? You done with the trivia questions?
No, I'm still writing trivia.
Oh, okay. Rock on. Kitty, what are you creating?
So I'm sending you 2 pictures.
Oh, okay.
One of them is showing that scar, and the other one is showing what happened when a basket for a fryer, the basket fell off of the handle and splashed the fucking oil over my hands.
Thank you. I was scared without you.
You can actually see the ring that I wear on this thumb here. I had to actually cut it off, but you can see perfectly pristine skin where the ring protected it.
Ow.
But yeah,
let me tell you. Do you know what I did for a month and a half?
That fucked me up.
Yeah, for a month and a half of my life when I was in like 20 years old. Do you know what I did for a living? I was a fry cook at Long John Silver's.
Ooh.
And the Kevlar arm pieces they had were really old and full of holes. So basically what you would do is you try to find the one with the least amount of holes. Yeah, I actually just showed it. I would find the pair with the least amount of holes and aim those lack of holes towards the fryer. And then if I got burnt, because there's so much grease splashing on you for 8 hours, grease is going to get in one of those holes. It's just going to happen. So then after you get burned, then you go switch to another pair so you get burned somewhere else, and it gives those burns a break. That's what I did for a month and a half. And then I said, you know what? Fuck you. And I left.
One of the first
it was horrible. It was a horrible job. Was
at a movie theater. Like it was my first like real job, because like I worked at a water park as a birthday party captain for a summer. And then I started working with my aunt at her office, doing clerical work. At 16, then I got a job at the movie theater. And the movie theater, they had a hazing ritual for all the new people, where they would basically take your arm right here, and they would put the popcorn salt down on your arm and then an ice cube and hold it there until it gave you a burn. Because salt and ice.
Who does shit like that?
So
what was it, like college initiation?
Like I actually still have a little bit of discoloration underneath my tattoo here. It's one of the reasons why I got that tattoo there, from that hazing ritual.
I would have told him to fucking suck my dick.
I was 16 and stupid, you know.
Oh, 16. Okay. I was thinking like 19, 20-ish.
Nah, I was 16.
Yeah, so no, we don't have a voice at that age. We just want people to like us. That's what teenagers are all about.
Pretty much.
At the same time as acting like they don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the trick, yeah.
The only job I ever got fired from.
Bolt has milked a cow? Oh, his class visited a farm when he was a kid. Oh, that was my morning ritual. Me too. That's what I did every morning before I went to school.
So it looks like Catnip and Bolt are both here. Like after having a conversation with them, they have me convinced that, you know, I do in fact have ADHD. Like I have thought it for a long time, but after talking to both of them, and I'm like, you know, talking about things that like I experience or how my brain works. Like, yeah, no, sounds like you're one of us.
You should get like tested though.
Yeah, no, obviously, but it's not on my highest priority list right now.
Oh,
like,
probably not.
So much shit going on, like, and so the curse of the fucked up uteruses of me and my sisters. My younger sister, not the youngest one, who they won't do anything for her PCOS other than birth control. The middle one currently has fluid in her fallopian tubes and a mass in her uterus, but because she has a mesh from abdominal surgery that she had a while back, they're not starting off with hysterectomy. they're going to open her up to try to biopsy it, but because of the scar tissue, they don't know if they can. So
didn't she say that she wanted the hysterectomy?
Yes.
So this is so stupid. Just give her the damn hysterectomy if she wants.
All 3 of us want hysterectomies.
Like,
and
just
we're
give
all
her the
having
damn
fight for it.
like, you're gonna make it so much worse to open her up and to biopsy something that she doesn't even want. Like,
although to be fair, there are more complications because again, she has that abdominal mesh, so the hysterectomy is a little bit riskier for her.
well, but opening her up for the biopsy is also made much worse by the mesh.
Yes. So it's like
and the opening her up for the biopsy would lead to more adhesions as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, either way, you're getting similar complications. Just give her the procedure she wants.
Yep.
Shit.
Fucking gotta love it, man. Like,
give her the surgery she wants.
I agree. Well, it just goes back to people trying to dictate what women can do with their bodies and what they can't, and people trying to practice without a license. It keeps wrapping around back to that every fucking time.
I've had to have my doctor fight to justify my medications so the insurance company will pay for them. Like, now they're requiring prior authorization for every single medication that I take, and my doctor has to basically justify it and say it in just the right way for them to actually approve covering the medicines. The medicines I've been on and stable on for almost a decade.
You know what part of my job is at work?
Dealing with the prior authorizations.
I do prior authorizations.
So
I know exactly what you're
it's
talking
so
about.
stupid. And it's like
you have to
fill it out
dig,
and you're like,
yeah, you have to dig through someone's chart and you got to figure out, because you don't know this fucking patient. You don't see them. So you have to dig through their chart and look for stuff that might pertain to that could lead to this. That did they do this first? Oh, they want an MRI. Was there already an X-ray or ultrasound done? Blah, 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 blah. And you got to do it right or they will not approve it.
And so, like, their whole thing is basically safer or cheaper drugs, like, if it's possible, which basically
always cheaper.
And here's the thing, like, the medicine that I'm on is safer than what the insurance company would blindly authorize, because I actually got one of the people at my insurance company to deadass tell me the truth that, hey, if they were trying to prescribe fentanyl to you, we wouldn't have to worry about any of this because we have an agreement with them, but because, you want Butrans, which is infinitely safer than fentanyl, well,
yes.
that's an issue.
Yeah. No, that's what it's all about.
I think
the other
Ben's
thing
gonna have an aneurysm.
The other thing that pisses me off is that the fact that all of these pharmaceutical companies or pharmacies, chains of pharmacies, Walgreens, CVS, blah, 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 are all merging with insurance companies. And they're forcing the patients that have that insurance to go to their pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're just money. It's just looping around. They just keep getting more of it. I don't know how that is fucking legal. It should absolutely be illegal. Insurance companies should not be allowed to own, pharmacies or doctor's offices or anything like that. Fuck that shit.
Insurance companies shouldn't exist, or at least if they do, they should be a secondary thing where you can pay for insurance to stay in a private hospital, where you might be seen a little faster. It might have nicer amenities, what have you. But insurance companies, like, everybody should have insurance. We should have a single payer healthcare system that covers everybody.
This is what I think. This is how I think it should be set up. Everybody gets basic healthcare. It's not shitty, but it's not top end, best of the best. Just good basic healthcare, cover all your needs, keep your costs low or to nothing, right? If you want better than that, and you want to have more coverage for cosmetic specialists and stuff like that, then you pay extra on top of that. But you should be able to take that amount that you're given for every month and put it into whatever you want. And if you want to pay an extra $5 a month or something, or an extra $10 a month to bump up your insurance to, something that's specific to you, then you can do that. That's how I think it should be. That way it's affordable. Everybody can have coverage, and the people that want to have cosmetic surgery or something can pay extra for that specialist to be covered on there or whatever.
But the only issue with that, Beck, is that not everybody can afford it. Some people are running at a net negative where they don't have any money. to pay for anything. I honestly believe
they wouldn't have to pay for it. That's what I'm saying. That everybody has good health care, but if you want to add extras to it, then you pay.
Okay, well, because the way you were making it sound, it was like basic, like, you know, it sounded more like just basic preventative stuff would be covered.
No,
but,
I said not shitty. I said not shitty health insurance, but not like the top of the line. Because
I don't think
we all go the top of the line, that it's going to be too expensive. You know, for everyone to be covered, they'll never allow.
No, single payer.
Compared to what they're spending now for private health insurance, it'll be significantly cheaper.
I didn't say to them. Anyways, yeah, it's just like the Medicare folks. You know, there are all these people on Medicare, and they don't want to pay for shit. And they nitpick them, and everything's in detail, and the date, and the wellness check, and the blah, 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 blah. You gotta fucking dot all those I's and cross those T's, or you lose your fucking Medicare card.
Yeah, Medicare and Medicaid, both.
And they don't want to cover fucking tests. We have to fight all the time to get them to cover the tests. Oh, these codes won't work. Okay, well, here, try these codes. Nope, those codes won't work. Fuck, dig through their chart again. Try to find something that might be related to a nerve issue in their neck or whatever. You know, God, it's crazy. Oh, muscle spasms. I found muscle spasms. We'll throw that in there too. You know,
we need to remove the profit motive from healthcare and human lives.
When people say to me on the phone at work, I hate insurance companies, I always tell them, insurance companies are the bane of our existence. They literally are.
They get between doctor and patient.
So hard, and we have to jump through so many hoops to help just one patient. It's insane. Like, they just work us to death, and but they don't see it like that. You know?
I drive an hour and a half to my doctor's office whenever I have an appointment, and because my governor's an asshole, he stopped anybody getting controlled substances from being able to do telehealth. So I was able to just do a telehealth appointment with my doctor, and that was great. But now, because I have controlled substances, you know, I have to go see them in person. And that's fine. But like the people at that office, like they look out for me. When the insurance company does some dickery where they're like, no, you know, you didn't cross this T or dot that I, and you didn't say, oh, we've already tried this medication and it had this bad effect, so we're not covering it. So they have to basically keep going back and forth.
Yep. That's what I do. Yep. But I hate the insurance companies so much that I will fucking battle all the way. I will fucking fight the shit out of them.
Well, I actually had to call the insurance company, and the person that I spoke with, they were actually really nice. And not only did they contact the doctor and, you know, while I waited on hold, and tell them exactly what they needed to say in order to get it covered, but we actually chatted for a minute afterwards, and then they ended up following me on Twitter because I was going off about the healthcare system and how terrible it is.
Don't shake pills around. It's really loud. What was I going to say? Yeah, I hear you. See,
it sounds like cat
the damn pills.
Now the cat's
and now my cat's meowing at me, so it's really distracting, all of it. Chat wasn't helping any. I can't look at the chat a lot. I always get distracted.
Wait, a naked cake fight? I mean,
yeah,
I'll do it.
That's why I was distracted.
There's pictures of me on the internet.
Yeah, but it's Stool
naked.
wants to have. I don't want to see Stool naked and covered in cake. It's not my thing. Yeah, me either, buddy. Yeah, I know. My cat agrees.
I think they should put Stool naked on their 5-pound note.
Can I at least be on the 100-pound note?
Sure.
Awesome. I mean, each one's at least 50 pounds, right? So in one of Gigi's recent videos, she actually posted a pic of my son's artwork. And I was watching the video, and my son saw the picture. He's like, that's my artwork. And I was like, that's right, baby. It is.
Aww, that's awesome.
It's so sweet. Yeah, you missed it. He popped in for a moment towards the end of Gigi's stream. He curled up in my lap for a minute. He got a haircut, so he thinks he's hot shit now that I can put some gel in his hair. I let him pick out the gel that he wanted at the store, and we can spike up his hair.
Nice.
He's hot shit now.
Hell yeah, he is. He's right. Hell yeah, he is. If he thinks he is, that's all that matters. He ain't hurting anybody. That's right.
And
then he is.
He also found my Pride cat ear headband, and he's been wearing that around too. I'm like, go for it. Like,
right?
Whatever you want to wear, kiddo. I do not care.
That's right. Be you, man. Be you. That's right.
It's one of those things. I let him dress himself. If he wants to wear wacky socks that come up to his thighs while wearing shorts, like I don't care. I mean, even if he wanted to wear a dress, like I would discourage wearing a dress to like school because people are assholes, and I would explain that to him. Kids and adults are assholes. If you want to do it, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah,
but it is not a good idea. It will likely not end well, But if you want to wear a fucking pink tutu and prance around the living room, go for it. Like, I do not care. Let's see if I can find that picture.
Why are you chewing on me, bro?
So here he is.
He just turns his head like he's about to munch down on a piece of food.
Hanging out with Deadpool after he got his hair cut.
It's so weird. Everything's very pink on your side. You have a pink filter or something going on.
Well, it's like the reflection.
Okay.
Because it was partially the lighting, and also Deadpool's wearing red. But there's him with his little haircut, hanging out with Deadpool at his cousin's birthday party.
Nice. That's great. Yeah, it looks good on him. What are you doing? I know, it's almost bedtime, isn't it? Yeah. You stayed up late.
And then here's this little artwork that Gigi had put up.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. I do remember seeing that. Somewhere. Tubian's having like typing problems. Hi, Russ. How you doing? Hi, Guy. How are you? We're all just kind of chilled tonight and just randomly talking. So.
And then this was what I wore to the party. My new top, and I got all dolled up.
Nice.
And then this is one of the gifts I made for my niece. It's a notebook cover with a little unicorn on it. But I made her a few items. She's in the Hot Topic phase, my little baby goth. So I made her a little skull wallet and a purse to go with it. And I made her the notebook cover, and I got her an outfit from Hot Topic and some of the little fishnet gloves that they're fingerless gloves that come up to your elbow. She was super stoked about it. Like, I love that kid. She loves Hot Topic, and that was me at her age, maybe a little older. She just turned 12, so I was like 14 when I got into my Hot Topic phase. Hell, I'm still in a Hot Topic phase. I walk into that store, I'm like, I missed this.
Stool said he'll do it. Thumbs up. Ready to roll. Yep. Yes, I agree too, Pixie. Yeah, I mean, who the fuck cares? I know plenty of big, tough, masculine men who wear pink shirts. Like, who the hell cares? If it looks good on you, fucking wear it.
Absolutely.
I don't know what the big... I've been around these rednecks that I used to work with, and a truck driver would come in from like a city or something, and they'd have like a feminine top on and makeup or something, or some earrings, and they'd be like, oh, fucking look at the cross-dresser, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm standing there dressed in guys' clothing because I've worn that all my life pretty much. And I'm like, what are you even saying right now? And they were like, what do you mean? And I said, look at me. And they were like, what? I said, there's nothing in my wardrobe outside of sports bras that I don't buy in the guys section. I wear all guys' clothes. And they were like, that's different. I was like, no, it's the fucking same thing. So if you don't have a problem with me wearing guys' clothes, why the fuck do you care if do you see me wearing a bunch of big long dangly earrings? No. Well, what do you care if he's wearing them? Maybe we just change clothing. Fuck, why do you care?
Like, why the fuck does anybody care what anyone else is wearing anyway?
The guy started mumbling. And I was like, no, don't even do that shit in front of me, bro. Do not. Like, seriously, do not. And he shut his fucking mouth and he never said anything about it again.
Well, a lot of these guys are so terrified because they think there's somebody's going to approach them and hit on them, and it's like you look at these guys who say this kind of stuff. You really think anybody would hit on you?
Thank you. I've been saying that for years. Most of them are like just disgusting men.
You're 50 years old. Like, you got a pot belly and you're bald.
Yeah, or they're just dirty fucking people. The guys I worked with at the farm, those fuckers were like just, I don't know, man. Like they'd go mess with shit that had manure on it and then just wipe their hands on their pants and start eating lunch. And I'm like,
nope,
dude, you got shit on your hands right now. And a couple days they're like, oh, feel good. Well, I fucking wonder why, bro. You ate shit like yesterday. Yeah, what the fuck? They were just gross people. Oh, fucking gay men are gonna hit on me. And I'm like, dude, you're wrong, man. I just tell them. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, gay men have way better taste than you guys. Fuck you, man. No, it's true. Like, look at you. A gay man would never, look at your nails are constantly like caked with dirt. A gay man would never fucking even come near you. And they get all insulted and pissed off. I'm like, why are you pissed off? That's what you wanted, right? Oh, you're insulted now. Yeah. Well, maybe you're insulting them by thinking they would lower their standards enough to have sex with somebody like you.
But that's the thing. They're the center of their own universe, you know? Like, everybody has to be interested in them.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, same, Russ. Same. If someone hit on me, I'd be flattered and say, well, thank you. Yes. That's pretty much where I'm at, bro. I'm old. Nobody wants an old fat fucking trans guy.
But like, I've had to quit jobs because of bosses being inappropriate in the workforce towards me. So like, I mean, it depends. If someone's like doing it as like a compliment, then yeah, I'll just take it as a compliment and be flattered. But if they're like pushy about it, then yeah, it makes me cringe.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, see, you know what, Pixie? I have been saying that. I that actually dawned on me, I think, last year or something. I want to say like 9 or 10 months ago. I was like, wait a minute. Back in the day, everybody wore fucking robes / dresses. Like literally, the royal men wore like these gown dresses. Like that was like considered, you know, this guy looks good, right? He's dressed up.
Even in the early 1900s.
So who the fuck? Yeah. So who the fuck cares if a guy's wearing a dress now? Why is it a problem now? It's a problem now because religion. Because it was before everybody wore that shit. Guys wore tights. They did.
Like, and high heels were invented for men, not women. High heels and makeup were invented for men, not women.
Yeah, to make them have appear to have a higher stature. Yes.
And up until the early 1900s, like little boys and girls both wore dresses until around the age of 7 or 8. And pink was considered a masculine color and blue was for girls.
All facts. Yep. Yes, men did wear more jewelry. Women weren't supposed to wear as much. Yeah. Well, because for women, it was like being too, like, getting attention, and they didn't want other men looking at them and stuff, I believe is where part of that comes from. Mage said, I had a guy hit on me at the mall once, got a free slice of pizza out of it. Nice.
I'm a frustrated atheist. Like, I'm a very open and flirty person, but it's just part of my personality. Like, I'm not flirting with someone to get in their pants. It's mostly just, it's a social thing, you know?
I flirt with people. Yeah,
no, that's... I'm sorry, Jenny.
I flirt with people to embarrass them.
Oh, that's funny. No, I'm the same way, Katie. I've actually had exes accuse me of flirting with people, and I'm like, what do you mean I'm not flirting with it? Yeah, look, I saw how sweet you were being to her. Because she's a person. That's why I was being nice to her. I wasn't hitting on her. Well, it kind of looked like you're hitting on her. What, do you want to be a dickhead? You know, I think, honestly, I think that's what my problem is. I think the women I want to date want asshole men. I think I'm going to have to learn to be a dick to women just so I can keep one. I'm too nice. I'm too fucking nice. I'm too sweet. I do too much for them, too giving, and it's not okay. It's not enough. So, yeah, that's my new goal, is just turn into like super dick, and I'll probably have women hanging all over me, because apparently those guys get women for some fucking reason. I don't understand it.
I try not to go for the dickish types. Like, I mean, I've dated a few in the past. I married one, but he was more the manipulative, gaslighter, abuser type than just being a dick, you know?
Same.
I'd rather date someone who's just an asshole than someone who is going to fuck with my, like, mental sense of self and just break me down completely, you know?
Yeah. Heard. I hear you. Or maybe someone is overconfident or insecure. Yeah, I don't know. I've been accused of all kinds of things I've never done in relationships. Were you looking at that girl? Well, yeah. Did you read her t-shirt? It was really funny. You were staring at her? No, I was reading her t-shirt. Did you read it? It was funny. It said this. Oh, yeah. I was literally reading her t-shirt. Like, get off me, bro.
Well, it's 2 hours. I'm going to get going here.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired. What do you guys think? Ben, you want to hang out or ditch?
We can do whatever. I mean, I think we're all pretty tired.
I got a little bit of time to kill, but I'll
you go ahead and hang around. I'm just being a stick in the mud.
I can hang out.
I can hang out for a bit.
Well, Jenny didn't have a good night. We love you.
I will do my best. I hope things come out okay.
Me too. I'll let you know tomorrow when I take my morning shit.
Testosterone-fueled dudes, like you're leaving me here as the only estrogen person. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, but you got really tough estrogen. You're way tougher than I am.
It's okay. Stool's kind of split down the middle. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
And like, I mean, I do have bigger balls than a lot of men I've met. So, you know.
Yeah, and bigger boobs than a lot of women I've met. You know, it's
yeah, well, you know, 34J.
So they're tiny, right? Check. Yeah, no, actually, Andre, I know that's what it is, and it's horrible. And you know, for a while I was almost getting convinced that like a lot of women are just like fucked up and nuts. But the problem is when you get to my age, the people that are available, the reason they're available is because they're fucked up and nuts. Like, you just have to find the other person that's like you, who's basically sane, or as sane as we can be as people, and that's the person you want to find. But finding that person is really hard. Well, as I have recently learned.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Okay, bye, Jenny.
Well, I don't think
so.
It's
that's my recent lesson.
Fucked up and nuts. I just think like everybody.
Well, I was exaggerating.
Has trauma, you know.
No, I'm not saying that. I agree. Everybody does. Everybody has their own fucking skeletons and their own bag of shit that they have to fucking carry around, their own luggage. Some people, it's a little carry-on, and some people have a whole Samsonite fucking collection. My thing is I'm not going to pull the Samsonite collection and carry it for you, because that's shit you have to fix. When you get down to a carry-on or a large bag or something, okay, then you're to the point where you have fixed your shit enough that now I can help you. And we can support each other, but I can't make you do it. Like, you have to pull that baggage. And I've always tried to, I don't know. It's almost like I know they're having a bad time and I want to help them. And so, but you can't, everybody knows you can't do that. You got to fix your own shit. Nobody can fix it for you. Nobody can make you fix it. You got to fix it when you're ready and when you can accept the fact that you need to fix it. And so, and a lot of these people wouldn't even admit the fact that they had problems. And I'm like, come on, you do. Come on now. So if they're at the point where they're not even willing to admit it yet, never mind are working on it, then they're not ready for a good relationship. So I have to start figuring out how to pick those people out of the crowd and avoid them.
Yeah,
I just don't know how to do that.
Red flag frustrated atheists, like the impatience. Like I still get fucking triggered when I'm running late for someone, or if someone's having to wait for me because of shit that happened with my ex-husband. So yeah, that sounds like a red flag.
Yeah, seriously. All right, so what say you, Ben? You guys gonna hang out and I'm gonna ditch, or are we all done?
If you're ditching, I'm ditching. I'm not. Okay. I don't have the energy to host a stream.
Yeah, no, you're busy doing shit anyways. All right, well, we're gonna cut this off then, guys. And sorry, it's about an hour less than usual, but I'm just fucking tired. So we'll all catch up next week, and we can talk about whatever and finish conversations then. So everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all you guys and your humor and your honesty and your advocacy and everything. So thank you so much. And Ben and Stool and Kitty, nice to have you on. And Ben, of course, always appreciate you, bro. And everybody out there, like really seriously, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Have some peace in your life.